Joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show right now is a U.S. World Cup champion, Carli Lloyd. How are you, Carli?
Good. How you guys doing?
I am doing great. What was that moment like for you when the president just gives you a little shout out on the speakerphone there in front of your teammates?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was funny because actually when the game ended, it was pretty crazy with media and press conference and everything. And when I got back into the locker room, all my teammates were telling me that the president had personally tweeted at me. So I hadn't even gotten to see it or anything. And then I checked my phone eventually hours later and saw it. It was pretty amazing and pretty cool that we got to speak to him on the phone, and then we'll be going to the White House at some point, which is great.
Yeah, at Carli Lloyd on Twitter. So did you respond back to the president? You hit him back?
I did, yes. I just told him thank you, Mr. President, and see you soon at the White House.
Fantastic. I mean, that is what a run, a magic carpet ride, certainly for you personally and for all of your teammates. Can you sum up what it has been like for you, Carli?
It's been pretty amazing. I mean, life has definitely changed for our team and especially myself, which is awesome. I think it's just great that the journey that we had from start to finish and how collectively we all got the job done, which was tremendous. But a huge historic moment. We made history, and it's cool because 10, 20 years from now, people are going to be talking about us, which is awesome.
Yeah, and then obviously your personal day against Japan, the hat trick. That the one question I have for you on that, the third goal, the one that you scored all the way from Banff, where you boot the ball from the midline, essentially, Carli. Why even attempt that? Why did you try that?
Well, I've practiced it. I'm not going to say that I've practiced it a lot, but I have attempted to do it and have practiced it. And I've never attempted it in a game. But it's pretty amazing because I just basically saw the keeper off her line, and I took one quick look and then unleashed the shot. And I mean, I couldn't hit it any perfectly. It just sailed. It went off. It was struck well, and I was smiling after it happened, celebrating. It was pretty cool. It's probably one of my top goals I've scored so far.
And for me personally, and I know you are because of I don't know you. I mean, we've just met obviously on the phone, but I can tell just watching you and seeing world-class athletes at play, being a competitor and a teammate is just as important as the individual achievements, if not more so. The fact that people are, sure, you had the hat trick, and that's great, talking more about what you did with Abby Wambach at the end of that game by putting the captain's band on her arm as she came into the game. How did you have the presence of mind to do that, Carli?
It's funny. This has become quite a topic, and for me, I guess it's very meaningful to others, and everybody it's been coming up to me. But for me, it was like just an instinct. It was just necessary. And when she came out on the field, usually in the past games throughout the World Cup, it's really hard to switch the armband sometimes. And there was one game when I was captain and she came on and she's like, no, just leave it on. So this game, there was a lot of meaning. This was probably her last game in a World Cup, let alone the final, let alone us winning the game. And for me, it was so important to give her the armband because she is a tremendous leader on this team. She's an inspiration on and off the field. It's great to be her friend, a teammate. And, I wanted to do it. It was definitely the right thing to do. And it was cool that then she passed the armband on to Rampone when she came in. So it was really cool. And that's what our team's about. An amazing bond we have.
Carli Lloyd joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. What about your personal journey, Carli? At what point were you ever told you can't? Is there a point? There usually is that part in somebody's career and life and journey where you're told that and you battle through that. Has that ever happened to you, Carli?
I think it's been happening even in up until this World Cup that I just played in. I mean, I think there's people that are constantly doubting me. There's people that are constantly criticizing. And it feels awesome to have just accomplished what I've accomplished. And not just this moment, but every moment. I feel that there's been so many doubters throughout my career and so many people that don't think that I can do something. And every single time I've proven them wrong. And, you know, it's a great feeling when you put your mind to something and you work hard and you just put your head down, roll up the sleeves, good things will happen. And that's what's happening. I mean, I think I've been doing big things with the national team. I've just been flying under the radar. You know, I'm not one to be advertised all over the place. And then, you know, what I just did this World Cup obviously was on the grandest stage, and people are, you know, finally recognizing that.
Now, Carli, I know you're high class, but you're also an East Coaster. You're a Jersey person, so you got that in you too. At some point, I was just wishing when you were shaking the FIFA people's hands that you just had a piece of turf in your hand and lifted up one of their pant legs and just rubbed it right all over their legs to see how they liked it, Carli. You know, I'm just wondering what you thought about all of that you had to play on artificial turf. Sepp Blatter didn't make it. What do you think about all this, Carli?
Well, you know, all of us got through the tournament without any major injuries, which is great. And, you know, if we were on television right now, I could show you one of the nastiest burns that I have on my shin right now at the moment from the turf, from the semifinal and the final. And I hope that this will be the very last time that a major tournament is ever played on turf. It changes the game. And, you know, for me, it wasn't a factor. I didn't worry about it. It was what it was. You know, you usually adapt, but there's nothing better than grass, and that's how the game of soccer should be played.
Carli Lloyd joining me here on the program. Just a couple more questions for you, Carli. First one is, what would you like to have come out of this for the sport, for young girls who are thinking about maybe kicking the soccer ball around, or young boys thinking about that for soccer in the United States? What would you like to see come out of this moment?
Well, there's a growing popularity to it. I mean, I think I heard 26, 27 million viewers, which is incredible. There were so many people watching this, people that I know that don't usually watch soccer and were glued to the TV because of us. It gives all young girls hopes and dreams of being able to play for a national team one day. I mean, this is what we're doing. We're being role models. We're trying to continue to inspire young kids, and that's what it's all about. So for us, it's really important to do that, and I think that, you know, we've helped the sport grow. We've been a part of it, and that's what's really important.
And what's the most bizarre offer and opportunity that's come your way based on your international newfound fame in that regard, Carli? What offers come from you from your agents or anybody, and you're like, you've got to be kidding me?
Well, I'm just kind of getting my feet wet with the whole thing now, but there's lots of opportunities, lots of things coming up. I walked through the Philadelphia airport when I arrived in Philly the other night and was asked by somebody who worked there that was driving a golf cart if I could sign their golf cart. So that was a first for me, which was pretty cool. But, you know, everybody's recognizing me. It's pretty amazing and pretty special.
Well, congratulations, Carli. It was truly remarkable to see. And for a Jersey girl to be in a ticker tape parade in downtown Manhattan tomorrow, that's going to be incredible. So soak it in.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. So thank you for calling in, Carli. I appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
You bet. That's
Thank
Carli
you.
Lloyd, World Cup champion, joining me here.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.